Hey everyone, just jumping in a fraction early here. Just need to do a quick pre-video, so to speak, that I'll cut out for a later video, and then we'll get on to the repair of the iPad. So just bear with me. Okay. Hey everyone, well, as you know, FlexBV 5 is out, and we've been lucky enough that there's been an anonymous person who's contributed a couple of licenses to give away, and I've also thrown one in as well. So we've got 3 licenses of FlexBV 5 ready to give away, and I can give you the link just below. If you check in the description, you can just go there, put in your email address and your name, send that away. It's 1 entry per person. You can't go and stuff the ballot or anything like that. And we will have a live stream in 2 weeks' time or so, and we will draw the winners out through random, and hopefully those people will actually be there to respond and pick up their license. So get in there, put your details in if you want to have a chance of winning a license. Otherwise, just sit back, enjoy the show. Alright, okay, let's see. 56. There we go. Go to the overhead. Wow, that looks kind of foggy, doesn't it? Anyway, I'm pretty sure this is one of my iPads. I had an iPad that I wasn't sure what I wanted to do with, and then I was doing a new website for my repairs, and I thought, you know what, I need to test this on an iPad. Go to use my iPad and it doesn't work. So that sucks. By the way, the link to the competition is actually in the description of this video too. So we've got this glitching going on. It doesn't like that one bit. It was working perfectly fine before. It's kind of sad. It might be just a bad battery, but it's hard to say. Unfortunately, it does mean I'm going to have to crack this bastard open. I really don't want to do that. I've already done a couple today. I'm just not really in the mood to do my own iPad, but I guess you got to do what you got to do, whether you like it or not. Yeah, I've bonded it down very nicely. Good job, Paul. You made your own iPad stick down very well. I'm fairly sure this is one of mine. I mean, it's got a sticker on the back of it, meaning it was a customer's at one point, but I guess we'll see. Let's heat it up and see what we can find. I'm going to dig through my archive of other iPads. Maybe there is another one that's mine in here. Ooh, what's this one? Locked, working. Yeah. Okay, that's no good. I've got a locked iPad, another locked iPad, and ew, Samsung. Ah, that's not good. Ah. Hey there, John L. This one here is a customer's. I fixed it. I told them it's theirs, and a year and a half later, they still haven't picked it up. I wasn't even charging them for it. It was just like, yeah. This one's an iCloud locked, so the chassis is fine, but I can't do anything with it because Apple won't let me send a notification to the person. This one looks like it's locked, working. Interesting. Why is it locked and working? Why can't they unlock it? I might just stick this on the charge and see what it comes up with. I do have to apologise to the person who contributed the first couple of licenses, because they did so a few months ago and I just have not got around to doing... Yeah, it's only a quick 2-minute video, 1-minute video of that to say, you know, the licenses, we've got the competition running, blah, blah, blah. But things just happen every day, and you get to the end of the day, you hit the bed and you go, oh, forgot to do that, you know. And I know you're supposed to make lists to do this sort of thing, to tackle that kind of forgetfulness, but I forget to do the list each day. This is going to take a little bit longer to warm up. Yeah, B-Blood, that would be kind of pointless of you entering it now, wouldn't it? Yes, I mean, this thing works perfect. It's a nice one, too. This is like a... What generation is this one? 2152, so what is that? 10th gen? 9th gen? It's a really nice tablet, but, I mean, iPad, but... Anyway... Ed Bus, that's the other problem. Yeah, you do the list and then you forget to check the list. Yeah. Mr. Sims. Okay, might just be starting to get to the point. It's got a punch out in there, so that, and a dent in there, so it's not the best of indicators. No, so we don't need to zoom out anymore, do we? I think we're good. Oof, yeah, that's hot on the fingers. I always forget how hot this is when, even with the gloves. Now, hopefully I don't smash the corner like I did on one today. I mean, the screen was already smashed on the one I did today, but I made it even more difficult for myself because I jammed in that plastic razor a little too aggressively, and it just broke it some more, and I was like, oh great, more pieces of glass to pick out. Doesn't matter if it's taped or not, the problem, you still got to pick that glass out of the bonding on the edges. John, yeah, no, not really. There are some resources available, some slight dubious resources. Essentially, for the most part, those resources are Apple people, as far as I understand, or people who have access to the internals of Apple, and they're essentially, yeah, just telling the... sorry, just trying to... My God, I bonded this well. Hey there, Jason. Were you sending stuff, Jason? Because I didn't get any notifications today. I mean, no drama if you didn't. Just thought I'd verify. See how many things I've missed today. Okay, that's that side pretty much done. This side has been distinctly difficult. I need my clips. Yeah, I remember this one. Because the back of the camera comes off. Oh, Mo, where are you, buddy? Milo, where? Where are you? Your mournful cries are interrupting the stream. me go see where he is. Oh, you're not out there. Milo. Where are you, buddy? Let's put the great torch on him. Hey, Micro. Where's your brother? Great. Hear the mournful cries of my child, and I cannot find him. Do you know, was he inside or out?
He was outside.
Oh,
He should be like outside the window.
okay. I thought he was, but I just didn't see him. Hey, Micro. Where is he? Where'd your brother go? Oh. Oh, there you are. Where were you? Hey? You wanna come in? You can. You're me, the lizard. Alright, that was entertaining. Not. Let's see. Oh, right, yeah, my iPad's not working. Right. Got to find out why. I need a magnetic thingamajig. Thingamajig or a DB DACA. Either one will do. Looks like we've got the thingamajig. And it's not been very magnetic there. I realise this is probably off screen. I'm sorry. This has probably got liquid damage or something like that, which I kind of ignored when I got it working. And this is actually a good example, if it is liquid damage, it's a good example of why I won't warrant liquid damage repairs. It's like I'll do the repairs for the sake of getting data recovery, but beyond the data recovery, I'm sorry, I'm not going to warrant it. I've tried, and there's just simply been too many instances where 6 months later something goes and everybody wants a warranty on it or money back or something like that, and it's just not fair on me, it's not fair on other customers. No, you can't do that. Flippin' heck, where'd that screw race off to? I have no idea where that little screw went. It flung over to the side here, and that was the end of that. I'll just take the battery one out. The reason why it's not fair on other customers is because it means that their jobs... Wow, this really got snared up. Their jobs get delayed, or... Yeah, just... It's unwanted extras in the queue. Do you ever calibrate soldering tips? No, I don't. Basically, with soldering tips, it's a case of, is it working how I need it to? If not, crank it up or crank it down. It's essentially what it comes down to. There's not really a lot here to see. Jason, if you're doing the mountain bike enduro thing, there's a chance I'm never going to see those computers based on your prior, how could you say, your prior outcomes from mountain biking. Hey there, Miles. Yeah, that really grates me when people do that, because when we hand back stuff to people, like when I hand back, say, iPhones or anything like that, I say to people, let me know immediately, like test it and let me know immediately if there's any issues at all. I don't want you holding back. But when people don't test their stuff when they get home, and then weeks later expect you to jump at a moment's notice, it's like, I'm sorry, it's just not going to happen like that. I will certainly do the best I can, but it's not like I'm going to... I told you the terms and conditions of this repair, and I do bend and help a lot, but there are limits. No one's going to send anything for repair now. They're going to be like, oh, screw that guy. He's not nice at all. Am I happy with that heating pad? Pretty much, yeah. If you do get one of those sort, do be sure to take the front control panel out and fix up all the really bad soldering. Because believe me, there's some really bad soldering in there. Bad soldering to the point where it will ruin a board. Because what happens is the thermojunction lines, they just break off, and it's this W something at Hotmail, and it's definitely not the person on the back. So yeah, can't be too many W something at Hotmails, are there? Yeah, Miles, usually when it comes to a lot of those, when you've lost the petition table or the FAT, whatever, best I can usually do for people is to restore their images, documents, and maybe organize them by date. Beyond that, it's like, consider yourself lucky that anything came off that. The way it's behaving, this feels like it might have a short circuit in it or something. Not 100% sure. Because it's glitching very fast. That is true, Tunmei, although I suppose, legally they're bound by those T's and C's once they've actually clicked I agree. The onus is on the person to read them, particularly if they're not profoundly complicated T and C's. Yeah, this has really got a fast spike in it. And it doesn't seem to matter whether it's connected to the battery or not. Well, we'll pop the shield off. We'll run it with the thermal camera, though I'm not sure I'm going to see anything with the thermal camera, given how quick it is. Oh, that's the other thing you should do. Put obscure clauses into the TNC and see if anyone actually really does read them. Every now and then the trouble is you will get someone who does, and you get caught out on that. I think at one point I had a TNC where I would give $10 to whoever read the TNC. No one ever claimed it. I suspect they were just being polite. Looks like I've been probing around and I started a grind there by the looks of it. Interesting. Sergio, I believe that YouTube will translate the titles. Obviously it's imperfect, but I believe it can do it. Thank you, Greg. Well, it was good of you to do that sort of work, considering that I never do it. I am my own worst enemy when it comes to advertising my software. I am trying hard to improve on that. I've been chasing various other people just to try and get my name out there a bit more. Life is hard since Rossmann moved away from doing board repairs. Not impossible, but it just means I actually have to do something for myself for a change rather than being a lazy bum. I kind of got used to being a lazy bum. Ooh, that looks suspicious. That's very interesting. Well, that definitely looks suspicious there. Hey, DC Repair. Hey, Q's. Raul, just submit your email into the competition, and of course it'd be nice to subscribe, but you must already be if you're able to talk on chat. Okay, I'm gonna yeah, this is definitely burnt, but I don't know why. And it's not showing a short, but it's definitely crispy fried there. And I honestly, I wonder, did it touch the inside of the shield maybe? Where did I put that shield? Oh, it's on the display. Gotta get the display out of the oven. It just looks like it did touch the shield, in my opinion. Yes, Northridge is actually, people mock Northridge for being so, pushy with his stuff, but realistically, he's right. Realistically, if he doesn't do it, who's going to do it? Nobody, really. So yeah, people can mock him for a whole bunch of things, whatever, but at the end of the day, he is doing the responsible business thing and promoting his brand. And that's what you got to do. Okay, I think there's this... You can't probably... get a different angle. Yeah, he's being realistic. I mean, there's a bunch of things that you can quibble about with him. Whatever, that's a different topic altogether. But business is business. And at the end of the day, loyalty don't mean squat. I don't mean that to be disparaging to people who are helpful to me and all that sort of stuff. I mean, that is always very much appreciated. But what I mean is, from a customer perspective, loyalty really just, it's not something that you have as a customer. Hey, Mr. Stamps, you made it. Congratulations. Now, what bothers me here is, what was that cat forward? I can't see any short there, but it is distinctly damaged. Yeah, Greg, they don't accept loyalty checks, and they don't accept exposure payments either. Lewis was probably about the only time that exposure was beneficial for me. So if that's not shorted, what is this? Is that damaged, that part? What's this whole thing for? What is this even? It's iPad 6, I'm going to guess. What have we got? A1954. Yeah, it's an A1954. What is that? An iPad 6? Yeah, it's 6th gen. Okay, and naturally, of course, I did not have Boolean schematic for that. I really am curious to know what that's for. And whether it's critical, and whether we've got secondary damage. The other fun thing's going to be is I can't even get that out. Customers go elsewhere to save a few dollars. Absolutely, yes. Precisely, that's the point. Yeah. And more so this time too, everybody's trying to save their dollars. So I'm not trying to say that customers are wrong for not having loyalty. I'm just saying that is actually just... Do not ever go into business expecting loyalty like that to keep you afloat. There will be a few who will stick with you for a while and support you and things like that. But at the end of the day, everybody's got to go off to their own business, their own life. And when the pressure comes down on them, then they too are going to have to step away from you. Now, I've seen a lot of businesses try to constantly drum up their sob stories. Like, save us, we're loyal and this sort of stuff. And it's like, you'll get 1 or 2 rounds of public charity like that. But if you're trying to build a business model on that, you're doomed. Yeah, hey Keith. Exactly. Lewis retired. Yeah, pretty much. He's not really able to continue on with the work that we're used to due to his medical situation. Oh, that was actually loud. Okay, so we're going to just basically try to hot blob this off. Oh, so close. Instead I just made a hot mess of it. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Give me that cap. How do iPhone people work? I mean, really. It's just completely ridiculous. I don't know if he's gone public about his medical situation, but if you've listened to his streams, every now and then, you know, he's dropped a hint as to the situation. That was several years ago. Funnily enough, the only other store that Rossmann links in his store, as in, you know, to get your MacBooks repaired or whatever, is my store. If you go and look at the Rossmann repair site and you look at, I think it's Contact Us or something like that, you'll find that there's only one other, and that's mine. He's made comments about his eyes. Okay, it's not actually, that'd be more of a symptomatic situation as opposed to the root cause. Anyhow, not really for me to talk about as such, but needs to say, yeah, there's no real, at least as far as I know, there's no way for him to turn the clock back on what's happening. So I don't know if this is going to fix anything, because like I said, that cap was not shorted. I don't know what that cap's for. I just took it away because it was damaged. I'm trying to see if we've got any change in our behavior. Still the same glitchy glitch. Alright, so we're going to bring out the thermal camera and see if it picks up anything. It's probably not, but you never know. Might get lucky. Store is reopening under Rossmann Repair logo in New York City. Really? They're actually redoing that? That's interesting. But he's not going to actually be heading it up or anything, is he? I mean, he can still obviously do managerial, administrative work. Yeah, exactly, Q's. And for anyone wondering, no, it is not Parkinson's. It's actually a little bit more insidious than that. Okay, so the biggest problem we've got here is damned reflections again. And the fact that we're really not getting a lot of power in here. So I'm going to drop the towel on it and see what happens. Because naturally the towel is currently buried by a bunch of crap. Come on, let go, let go. Very good. There is nothing showing up there. And naturally the software decided to stop. So I've just disconnected the USB, connected it, kind of hoping to see if there was like an instantaneous jump, but there isn't. Yeah, nothing there. I'll plug into a different USB-C source, see what happens. Nothing at all. Alright. I'll try to disconnect the battery and see what happens. Put our little separator in. Yeah. So all we got at the moment are just reflections. Well, we got a big fat old short or something somewhere. Yeah, the side, a full wave. Andrew Hughes. Q's, this is just a power fix. No data recovery. This is actually my own iPad. And it's just unfortunate I do not have board views for the iPad 6. The iPad 6 just seems to be one of those ones that never had the data released for it. I've definitely been probing around here a fair bit. Yeah, I don't know what that part is. Ugh, now I've got crap on there. I mean, could it be a bad TriStar? Possibly. Could we replace it? Certainly. Will it do anything? Probably not. I mean, yeah, I mean, I can just cut that away and replace that TriStar. I don't know if anybody realistically can do a TriStar replacement under that shield. I mean, I can do it under a 6S shield and I can do it under a 7. But this one is actually set in deeper. I will get to it one day. Look, see, they're right here. Yeah. They got themselves a bunch of dust on them though. So, no. There, see? Got them. See, the dust collected. One day. I have opened them. Hey Pedro, crowbar it out the way. It sounds exactly the sort of crap that I expect from you. We're just going to do a Dremel attack, since it is my own. You gotta be real careful with these. Almost as dusty as the DSA, yeah. Okay, so this is going to be the big chopping blade. Oh, god damn, I hate those blades. Damn it. I just accidentally touched. Yeah, knocked it, and it's broken now. And I don't know if I've got any spares. I've got the cut-off ones, but I don't like using these. Well, that's ruined. Actually, maybe I do have some in this mouse-infested, crusty old thing. Oh yeah, I do. There we go. These blades are terrifying though, because they are so extremely brittle. Whereas the fiber reinforced cut-off wheels like these, yeah, they're a bit tougher. They can take a bit of a beating. These ones, yeah, you look at them wrong and they're like, yeah, we're dead. The problem I have with snips when it comes to cutting shields back is the fact that they do tend to distort the shield and rip up the solder lands on the circuit board. Otherwise, yeah, I mean, I'm right there, happy to use them. When I can, like I've got these ones, these are very nice cutters, but even they are too big for this. Right, let's see if we can night break this cut-off wheel. Or ignite the battery for that matter. I'm going to wear my glasses, even though it's going to make things out of focus for me. Okay, that's a good portion eaten out. Doesn't take much. Gotta make sure that battery doesn't ignite. It's pretty clean. I will just use the cutters to nip that tiny section there, but that's about it. See how big these cutters are and compared to the... Nah, see, even that is starting to distort it. So I'll go back to the cutter wheel. That's bloomin' close. Fortunately, I can run this at slow speed and it's still okay. Scratch the cap. Alright, we're cleared and half the cap's gone. That's the price I pay. Oh well. Tis but a scratch. It'll be fine. Okay, laptop, I'll have a look at that. Hey, Beverly McDermott. iPad screenshot. Let's have a look at this. Okay, we're looking at this area here. There's a bunch of crap on there now because of my grinding. Let's blow that away. Mr. Tritz. Everything seems to look alright there. The resistor in the middle, that just has a laser trimming on it. Okay, so now I've got to get this corner out. So what I'll do is I will basically heat it up with the soldering iron and hopefully extract it without too much more drama. That's all good, laptop. I appreciate that you did the right thing in the sense that you took a screenshot. Yeah, you made it easy for me to go and check. That was the important thing. I think I might need to put some solder on that to get the heat transfer. Wow, reluctant much? That is really not coming out. I think I might change nozzle on this one. Screwdriver. I'm not sure how much the 9th gens are in Australia. Okay, I think we've got a little bit too much air. Really can't see anything obvious there. Look, I'm going to replace it simply because this is mine and I can do Hail Mary replacements if I want to. If this was a customer's, I would probably spend a little more time digging around. Yeah, damn it, Pedro, I wish I could get rid of that heart, but I don't have any idea how to do that. What's up, Steve McKenzie? Are you feeling like you're being ignored, or you're telling us to ignore the heart? Can't tell sometimes. Okay, let's see. Damn it, Pedro, you still haven't sent me the link. Oh, what? But yeah, I hate the heart showing up. Oh, right, here we go. You sent it in Facebook. Let's see. So go ahead, add my filters, cosmetic. Oh god, seems like it's a drama. Okay, I'll have to work on that later. Try stars. So iPhone 5 TriStar, certainly not. 1612 Hydra TriStar, definitely not. 610A3B. Man, wow, this bag has been here so long that when I opened it up, the plastic was brittle enough to just break. It's been a long time since I've done a proper... Oh wow, look at that, it fell out exactly the correct orientation. There we go. It's going to drop to 20% air on this. It's pretty aggressive. Oh, he's talking about false positive alert from Microsoft event on the version 5. That's hilarious because it is actually a signed binary. You gotta love it when you actually go through the cost and drama of getting your software signed, and Microsoft still marks it as a possible virus. I suppose that makes sense because, obviously someone who wants to get a virus in can easily just go and get it signed. Because once you've got your certificate, you can basically you self-sign everything. I don't know if that's dropped or not. Yeah, I think it has. I'm kind of wondering whether that cap's going to die. That's going to be fun. Alright, that's still intact, so that's good. What the What the hell was that taxi doing? I have no idea why that taxi was beeping its horn like crazy. Is that like a I'm being carjacked thing, or is it just someone being frickin' stupid? Hey, look at that, we got power back. Or maybe it was creatures on the road, I don't know. Maybe it's somebody watching the stream and they drove past and they're beeping the horn. Like, yo, Paul! Yeah, let's see if this charges. Yeah, that looks like charging current to me. Maybe. Yep, there we go. They wanted their MacBook back. Ooh, not good. That just reset. But then back to 400. Yeah, looks like something else is amiss. I mean, geez, it's almost midnight. Who the hell on a Friday night? I mean, okay, it's Friday night, but close to midnight. Who the hell goes downtown and starts beeping the horn like crazy? Yeah. It's very strange. Yeah, if it was another car, I would have been like, whatever, they're just being idiots, it's normal. But the fact that it was actually a taxi, that's just kind of strange. My money is going to be on maybe some animals on the road. Which means I better go out and check the wildlings. I'd love to know why that TriStar failed though. It's kind of strange because I don't use cheap chargers in here. Well, I'm guessing is whatever took that little turny cap out might have been the cause of it. At least this time I've got the... Shit in the heck. At least this time I've got the battery disconnected while I do this. What's going to be fun is if this actually isn't one of my iPads. So, whoops. Yeah, well, fixed. I'm not going to push that down because obviously the screws aren't all in. It'll probably be dead flat. Yep. Okay, we've got a battery logo to start. No, rugby, the state of origin stuff usually, that's like midweek. Jeez, what is that? Bats? Hey there, Serge. Go, what is this? Your live stream when you click the edit button, go to customization section, uncheck the box next to live reactions. Okay, live reactions. Let's see if I can fix this up. Customization, reactions. Oh, thank God. All right. I've disabled live. Yes, there we go. Live reactions are out of here. My God, that's annoying. It'd be nice if you could hover over it in the past and like it would say go to live reactions to set or unset this. Thank you, Joseph. Much appreciated. I'm just going to go do a quick check around while we wait for this to charge. I'm just going to go check on all the felines and see that everyone's good. Where's my torch? Ah, it's in my pocket. Anthony McGregor, thank you for the £2.14. Interesting number. Must be a conversion. Thank you very much. That's a couple of cups of coffee, half a bag of cat food. What's the matter, Full Wave? Why are you heartbroken again? Alright, I saw the taxi drive back down. Apparently he was beeping all the way up the road, according to my wife. And anyway, I saw him just drive back, so he clearly wasn't hijacked. Anyway. Right, so did this thing come up? Ah, we're still on battery. We're at 2.5 amps. It's got to come up soon. It's got to turn on sooner or later. Give me a chance to read the chat. Oh, here we go. Yep. Yes, creature. That's a constant worry of ours, actually. I mean, our own main ones we keep all inside the property, but we are still working with a fair number of cats that are outside of the property, and yeah, we just can't get them in at this point. So well, that was weird. That was very weird. It just reset itself. Isn't that 2.141, I suppose, yeah. Look at that, just shut itself down again. Or did it? Yeah, it did then. Yeah, something's happened to this. What's going on? Is that the battery super weak or something? See you, Greg. Okay, so the trick you do is if you need to really get a bit more charge into it, you just power it off. Or if you can't, if it won't even get to the point where you can power it off, you can put it into recovery mode with these ones because they got the home button. So when it's off, if you hold down the home button and then plug your power in, it will then go into the recovery mode and it won't try and do the full high current boot. The other possibility is that cap that I kind of cut into, that might be causing issues. Jason's got a very good diagnosis there. It's broken. Yeah. So we'll give it another couple of minutes so that the battery can kind of build up a little more. Yeah, well, it was at 2.4 before. I mean, remember when we first started, it wasn't even, it was like 0.7, sorry, 7 milliamps is about it. And that 7 milliamps was actually probably just the cable itself, because this is one of those USB-C to lightning cables. I'd be very surprised if it was the shavings, because I blew them out, and also with the shavings, their size is like, that'd be 1/10 of a thou, so they're not actually going to have any ability to short anything. I won't be able to get to the error log until it boots properly. Like I said, we're going to give it another minute or two so the battery can get a bit more charge, and that might then let us boot properly, because if the battery is weak, then its voltage will be collapsing under load. So we just want to give it a few minutes so that the battery can go from really low state, because remember, it has just come from empty, and it's been sitting for, I don't know, it must be 3 months that it's been sitting at empty. Although I really don't understand what killed that TriStar in the first place, because I do not have any non-genuine chargers, and all my cables are, Apple rated. You don't have a screen protector on your iPad? I've got the plastic, man. It's like, that's the plastic it came with. It could be a peripheral item short. Yeah, it could be like that camera that's got the dodgy backing on it. Let's power it up and see if it does any better this time. There we go. So it just needed more energy in the battery. So the battery is the problem in the sense that it's weak. And yeah, this looks like it's mine because I haven't done any setup. Hey, Pachumba. Been a little while. Yep, this is definitely mine. So PLD. What the hell? So that actually looks pretty good now. This is now my main website. As you can see, it's extraordinarily simple. And that's my submission page for, well, actually it's not. It's repair requests. Okay, I could probably do to shrink that a little bit. But I'm pretty happy with that, really. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. I'm happy with that, definitely. Alright, well, my iPad works. And the battery percentage has now dropped to 5%. But I'm going to guess what it's doing is it's just sort of recalibrating itself all over the place. I just sort of need to let it charge up to 100% and we'll go from there. And I'm not too worried. I very rarely use iPads. Yeah, low battery. Is it? Yeah, it's charging at 2.4. And it's dropping still. Yeah. Alright, we'll switch that off. It works. My website works. Everything works. I'm good. Battery fuel gauges are the worst. They very much are indeed. Even when they're coulomb counting, it's still pretty unpredictable. I mean, it's better than at least with the lithiums, it's better than the people who try to do battery gauges using voltage. It's like, that's kind of pointless. Trying to gauge how much energy there is in a lithium pack through the voltage of the pack is a bit like trying to hit a dartboard blindfolded and spun around 10 times. Yeah, it's just completely useless. You need to watch more LTT, Paul. You missed the perfect sponsor segue for FPV. LTT as in Linus. I think the problem there is that with Linus, he's just far too unreachable at this point. I mean, I could try and reach him through Lewis Rossman, but that'd be calling in a pretty big favour. Moral of today, Hail Marys sometimes pay off. That is true, yeah. I honestly did not think it was going to be TriStar because of the fact that from the background of the machine, knowing that I haven't used non-genuine batteries or cables, and also the behavior was not something that I was used to. Typically, I would find that at the very least I could disconnect the battery and I get some response, but yeah, there you go. Yeah. I'm just trying to see. Yeah, but which bit did I miss on LTT? Like I said, I'm not even subscribed to LTT. And that's not me being prejudiced against Linus or anything like that. It's just a case of there's not a lot of overlap with what I do with what he does. It just isn't. So I tend to have a very limited set of people who I watch. Pedro knows the kind of stuff that I watch. But I don't tend to watch a lot of tech stuff, that's for sure. LTT, the channel saying people do not watch it. Well, that's okay then, because that eliminates a lot of the sort of people that I wouldn't be trying to sell my software to. Yeah, alright then. Well, listen, it's already past midnight, and it's time for me to go and do some administrative cleanup work. A couple other things, get some food, shower, and hopefully sweet, sweet sleep. Don't get much of that these days, but I do try. But usually I just toss and turn. So I'm out of here. Thank you all for watching. I will see you all next time, whatever it's going to be. Until then, you all take care. I'll catch you later.